What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel, and I'm sure you saw the title of this video. Unfortunately, I did get a fake guitar and I picked this up off of Reverb. Now, it's not really Reverb's fault. They kind of work like eBay where they have an individual seller, so it's kind of that person's fault, and I'm dealing with Reverb now to see if I can get this returned, because obviously when I talked to the person and asked for the return, they obviously denied me. But today we're going to go over a couple things to show you why I believe it's fake, which I've been playing guitar since I was 7 years old. I've seen the real ones, I've seen the fake ones. I actually own a real one of these, not in this style, but I'll show you that later. I'll show you the comparison. So let's go over some things to take a look at so you don't pick up a fake guitar. Now, if you pick up a guitar and it is one of the higher prices, so mostly you have the $100 to $500 range, which is kind of down there, and then the $500 to $1,200 range, and that's where this guitar is in, the $500 to $1,200 range, and then of course it gets up and up from there. But a $500 to $1,200 range, this is going to help you distinguish something in that category compared to something that should be in a lower category. So the first thing I noticed is that they have listed this as mint condition. Now what that means is that there's no scratches, that this is a perfect guitar. If you look at it just like this, looks beautiful, looks great. But once you get in there and start looking at everything, you'll see got a lot of damage to the paint right here. This corner, totally trashed. Not supposed to be like that at all. And then in just about almost every corner, there's gonna be some sort of blemishes. Now, mint condition means there's no blemishes whatsoever. So that's the first thing that will tip you off, which is not good. So let's go ahead and start up at the head. Now, they're getting pretty good at faking these damn guitars. And you'll see that these, I believe, are actually the real Grover tuners. One of the things that you can look at to distinguish whether or not they are real Grover tuners is right here, where the skinny piece meets the fat piece of the tuner. On a real Grover, you're gonna have a straight just connection there. On the fake Grovers, for some reason, they have a bevel there. So as you can see on this one, there's really not a bevel. And if there is that tiny little bit, they're just getting even better. But I believe these Grover tuners are real. Another thing to look at is this badge back here. So this is totally right. Obviously, there is the Dave Mustain logo here. But I'll show you the real one that I have and the serial number, and it actually has where it's made, and there's a lot of information that is actually missing off of this one. So that tips you off right there. Another thing you can do is, it's hard to tell on camera, but if you grab a ruler or something real straight and you put it on these tuners here, they should line up perfectly straight. I'm talking perfectly straight. When they come from the factory, they're gonna come looking good. These ones, like I said, you can't really tell, but they're off just a tiny bit. So they're straight with themselves, but they're not straight with the guitar, which is, so they're all off just a tiny, tiny little bit. So that's another indicator that you have yourself a fake guitar. So other than that, you really can't tell the difference. It's gonna be a neck through guitar, just like the original should be. But when you get down into the body here, there's some things that you're gonna wanna look at. So the small indicator was the switch right here. I believe on the original guitar, you're gonna have all black, which as you can see, that has a little bit of chroming detail to it. But one of the real big giveaways right here is the bridge. Most of the time, if they're faking it, they're not gonna spend the money on the real bridge. This one right here, as you can see, has this area for a flathead screwdriver. Any of the higher end ones are not going to have that. I'll show you on my real guitar now. So here's that one more time. It's almost indistinguishable. It's pretty darn good, but playing it and everything, you'll be able to tell as well. All right, so here's my baby. I love these guitars. That's why I actually wanted to purchase another one, because they're great guitars and I feel like it's a good investment too. But unfortunately, I got a bunk one. This one came from eBay, which originally had some problems with the original pickups, so that's why this is no longer original. But I'll show you what does make this guitar original. We'll start up at the top. with the head. Okay, so there you can see a lot of different other markings. These are all markings that come from the factory. And if you pause and go back and take a look at that other head and take a look at it next to this one, you'll see that those tuners are so straight. They're super straight. They're perfect. That's what's good about that. And this guitar would probably be considered mint condition because there are no scratches on it whatsoever. Maybe, is that one? Oh, we got one. So that's actually, that would make it not mint condition right there, that little bit. But other than that, looks good. Another thing about these guitars that was a dead giveaway specifically to this guitar is the neck. So this neck is a D-shaped neck. It's specifically made for these for these Deans. And so when you feel it, you can feel a huge difference between this and that, where that's real fat and clunky. This is nice and slim, very fast. It's perfect. It's nice and it's wide too. So it's a great guitar. And like I was saying earlier, the bridge right here, you'll see there is no pattern for a flathead on this bridge here. This is a higher end bridge, and just about all of the ones that are a little bit more pricey are going to look like that. And the cheaper ones are going to have a spot for a screwdriver. So super sad video. Sorry that I had to make this video, which sucks. But I hope that this helps some of y'all out. If you have any questions on fake guitars, or if you're worried about a listing, you can leave a comment down and I'll try and help you out. A couple other things you want to look for is the pictures. If they're not showing a lot of pictures, you're probably going to want to go with someone who has a little bit more pictures, like if they don't show the head, or if you don't have a complete picture of the guitar after seeing everything, you might want to hold off. But like I said, this was a gift, so I didn't get to scrutinize the listing like I normally would. And I'll update you and let you know how the return with Reverb went. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully you'll just take the darn thing back and I'll just keep trucking. So once again, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe for more guitar videos and models in the future. Thank you.